Today we are doing PRP for hair growth, and PRP stands for platelet-rich plasma. So what we've done before showing you this video is we've drawn our patient's blood, we've spun it down twice, and then we concentrated her platelets, and now I have them in these little tiny syringes, and we're going to inject them into her scalp. I'm going to use the Zimmer, which has negative 18 degrees blowing at her, to use as a quote numbing agent for the injections. Seems that people tolerate this a lot more than getting 3,000 shots of lidocaine for a ring block. So I prefer to use the Zimmer for this. So for our anesthesia, we also can use Pronox, but our patient is a pro, and so she doesn't even need Pronox, which is amazing to me. So I will go ahead and start. Like I said, I put the PRPs in these 3 little syringes that I have. 1, 2, 3, here we go. And PRP is great for where hair is thinning. If you have lost hair and are bald, it's not going to help. But if you have thinning hair, it's perfect. Typically people do 1 to 3 treatments the first year, and then a treatment or 2 or 3 a year afterwards, each year afterwards. So it's not permanent, but it can really help slow the thinning process. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. Awesome. I'm going to have you turn your head upright a little, or look towards the ceiling for me. Yeah, just like that. We're going to go right here. And try not to dilly-dally, because nobody would like dilly-dallying. Okay, so I'm going to put that first syringe down. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. All right, now we're going to start with our second syringe. So here we go. And just little aliquots. Takes anywhere from 2 to 4 months to see results, some as long as 6 months. But we also have people use laser cap at home, which has 300 diodes of lasers that help with hair growth as well. And we have a serum that people use at home as well as a shampoo. So it's a multi-step process for hair growth. So you can do any of the parts separately, but when you put them all together, it gives you a much higher chance of success. And actually women have an even better response to PRP than men. I typically will use the analogy, okay, ready again? Mm-hmm. Start over here. Gardening, which I always say the shampoo is like getting the soil ready, and then we are currently planting the seeds with injecting the PRP, and then we will rototill, because I'm going to use the platelet pore plasma, and we're going to do a microneedling after this, and then she'll go home and use her Miracle-Gro serum. And then she will use that twice a day. And then she will use her laser cap, which is like the greenhouse. So this is the platelet pore plasma. So when we drew her blood, we drew 60 cc's of blood. We used about 10 for the injections, and now we have all of the rest for using it to microneedle with. So I'm just going to kind of drip it on her scalp. This is the easiest part of the whole thing here. Kind of rub it in. Oh, it feels so good. And then we'll use the microneedling device to microneedle it now. So give me a second, I'm going to grab that. Okay, so this is our microneedling device. It's called the RejuvenationMD. And so we're going to microneedle the platelet pore plasma in now. And although it's platelet poor, it still has got good growth factors and cytokines in it, and we have it, so why not use it? Microneedling also helps stimulate hair follicles, so let's do it. Let's do everything we can. You see how cold this Zimmer is, because you can see your hair getting frosted. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. This part doesn't take that long. It's just getting a little bit of extra stimulation. So even people with a lot of hair can have hair thinning. So that's not unusual. And so we use PRP for lots of different things. And the way that it works, I didn't actually explain how it works, but the platelets are going to signal to her stem cells to migrate over to where they are and help make her dying hair follicles come back to life. So it's a great treatment where you use your own natural, well, your own blood to help stimulate your body to do the things it should be doing anyway. But we can also put PRP into your face as filler. We can microneedle it onto your face or anywhere. That's called the vampire facial because, again, it will help stimulate, well, the stem cells to come over, and then they'll make brand new collagen, elastin, and fibrin. We can inject it into the breasts. That will help it make new breast tissue and help lift the breast. It's called the vampire breast lift. We can inject into the vaginal area to strengthen the pelvic floor. So if you have stress incontinence, it can really help there, as well as injecting into, well, and it can also, it's called the O shot, and so it also helps with sexual wellness. And then we can also inject into the penis for erectile dysfunction or just erectile function, which is also a great thing. So lots of different purposes for PRP. You may have heard of it from your dentist or your orthopedist because it is used in mainstream medicine as well. So it's not too crazy to think that your platelets can really help you in all sorts of ways. So afterwards, I will tell her not to wear anything real tight on her head for 3 to 4 days. I will not have her shampoo her hair until tomorrow. Tonight, I usually recommend just an old pillowcase because her head is going to have a lot of serum and might make a brand new pillowcase kind of icky. And so old pillowcase tonight, no washing her hair, and then no till tomorrow, and then no caps or anything real tight on her head for 3 to 4 days. She'll be sore today, but by tomorrow she'll be doing much better. So typically there's no downtime, and really the only downtime is just a little bit of soreness. So there's really no risk with this procedure. It's all your own blood. So I don't know if you can ask for anything more. So if you want to find out if PRP is right for you in any of those situations, you can find us online at RejuvenationMD.com.